welcome to our channel AquaFrank, where we explore and discuss aquatic related stuffs. For those who don't know me, my name is Frank, and my team and I decided to visit one particular shop in Dubai based on the comments we're getting from them. And these comments were so awesome and good, and the vibes were so positive that we decided to go in there and find out what they're actually up to. So actually, I know most of you, look, based judging from the background, can easily tell where we are at the moment, but I'm not going to speed that straight away. Let's go find out, guys. Okay, before we proceed, I'd like to introduce the guys behind the scene. Here we have Mark, he's our videographer, and we have Guy, who helps in directing most of our videos.
Hello, guys.
And above all, we have the ultimate sound engineer. I call him Mr. Method.
Yeah.
Have Method.
No.
Actually, it's Moses, but I call him Method. It's our sound engineer. So that's the team. That's the AquaFrank team. So let's go, guys. Let's go check out what BPK has got in store for us. Yeah. Hello, BPK.
Hello. Hey.
Hello,
sir.
Welcome to BPK.
Thank you for joining.
Hello, bro.
Long time. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Grace, this is the AquaFrank team I told you about, and let me just make a quick introduction to my guys, the guys behind the scene. This is Mike, he's the videographer, and we have Guy, who helps us with the directing, and we have the sound engineer, Method. Hello, Mr. Method.
Nice to meet
So,
you guys.
y'all,
Welcome
this
to
is
BPK.
BPK awesome team. These are the people. This is the reason why we are here. The people that makes the magic happen. Grace, actually, we are very happy to be here, and not to waste much of the time because we know you're busy and it's Sunday. So we just want to know from you, like, tell me briefly the success story of BPK. Like, how old is BPK?
BPK actually they started this one with 2012,
Okay.
so 11 years old now.
Okay.
So before we do like only just the freshwater and the little on the marine fish, but now it's like it develops already, and now we're on more on the marine aquarium fish and then a reef tank.
Okay. So, what can you tell me, like, the transition from freshwater to marine? How was it like?
To be honest, in the freshwater actually it's like little easy,
Okay.
but in the marine one it's like also like you need to have it like a huge knowledge about this one. So it's not really easy, but of course keep doing it like like right, and then also searching every day is one of the best idea that I can provide for you.
Okay, that sounds good. One of the reasons we are here today is because we went through your site and we saw a lot of positive feedbacks and comments, and we're like, let's come in here and know what's happening. And so my question to you is, what comes up with such comments? Because it's like people like keep telling me how awesome BPK is, the lifestyle and everything. So what can you say about that?
Oh, thank you for the good comment. And then of course here at BPK we have like the operations that we're gonna do also.
Okay.
Like every one of us here, we have like an own tank to
Okay.
manage their to know all about marine one.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Okay. And your team seems to be quite knowledgeable. Like in terms of recruitment, do you go for people who, like, I don't know how you do your recruitment from the HR level to the floor members, so but I believe that because based on the comment I read sometime, like, see, so they keep saying the guys are very knowledgeable and all. Now, first, let me say a big congrats to you and your team,
Thank you
because
so much.
it's not for every shop to have. Because I've been to a couple of shops that I've not heard that coming. So just take me around. Let me see what you've got.
Sure.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah, just wanted to add, I told you that they do have different or different tank, each one of us. Like,
Okay.
This is olive tank and
Oliver.
tank,
Okay.
needle tank, and then this is just for tank.
This is, what is your time?
Actually I don't have it yet, but soon I'm gonna have it. Actually, all of this is my tank.
Actually, here, Grace is like one of the oldest staff in BBK, and I believe she's the best person for us to ask whatever questions we're asking. So, Grace, just take us through. This is your time, right?
Yeah, all of this is my tank.
Okay, so just take us to one or two corals, like your names and families and all.
Okay, sure. This corals actually is one of the SPS one. They call it like a stony polyp.
Okay.
Yeah, so it means that this one is like you need to have like a lot of care. So it's like a sensitive one. They call it like an aquaphora.
Okay.
So one of the SPS one. And then this one is they call it like one of the signature one. They call it like JF, Jason
Okay.
Fox
Jason Fox.
Sector 1 phobia. It's a kind of a LPS, but it's like medium and to easy and medium care level in it.
Wow, that's quite knowledgeable.
And then this one is a kind of a SPS too. It's called like a Rigo Motifora. As you see, the polyps are open now.
Yes. I can see the colors a lot. And what are the most expensive colors here?
Yeah, I have here one of the most expensive is the rainbow chalice.
Okay.
So this one we're selling it like 1,200.
Wow.
And then the good thing of us, we already aquaculture this one. So it means it grows already on the tank
Wow.
because we have a port.
Okay. So like when you say aquaculture in your farm, it's like you make it grow in the farm.
Yes, exactly. We grow it like little one, just a fragment of
Right,
it,
okay.
with the eyes on it, and then we'll see them like as you see here, it's full already over here. So
Yeah, I
it
can
means
see
it's
it.
growing already.
I guess I heard about encrusting and plating. Are they encrusting type?
This trellis is one of the interesting ones.
Okay.
And then the plating one, I can give you this one.
Okay.
This is one multifora.
Okay. Wow, this is quite interesting. So this is this is one of the most expensive corals to have in the tank at the moment. This, right?
Yes, the trellis.
So what are the challenges in keeping this? You said these are SPS.
Yes.
So what are yes? So what are the challenges in keeping this compared to this? Because I see it two separate tanks.
Yeah. In SPS actually the level of this one is like on the medium to high.
Okay.
So it means that you need to have it like alkalinity level, it should be on the level of 8.3 on it. And then while this LPS, they are like easy to medium.
Okay.
So they need only like a low light to medium light, not the high light. But mostly all of these, they need to have it like a wave,
Okay.
yes. And then, yeah, it's waving also.
Okay, that sounds good. If I were to get a tank today, what would be your recommendation based on coral? Should I start with this or this?
So you can start with the LPS ones and the
Okay.
ECS corals.
Okay.
Like as you see there, we have it the GSP.
Yeah.
Now one is like the it's like
Oh,
a
it's
round
beautiful.
on the aquarium. So that I can provide you to start with the ECS one.
Based on your experience, how long do you think you can get this of the GSP of this size?
Oh, actually, this tank it's been like around 6 years already.
Okay.
And then maybe now you will see them like growing on this small part over here.
Okay.
Here,
Oh, here we have the fracs.
They call it like
Here
a
we have
frac.
the fracs, yeah.
So this one maybe like 2 to 3 months. You will see them like slowly encrusting on the wall or
Okay.
in the plant.
Okay. And I believe that an aquarium or LFS as a shop is not like a grocery where you easily purchase something and managing and all. So how do you deal with the situation that you have to, like, for example, disease stuff, like someone gets to purchase a fish or a laptop from you and go there get someone and dies? How do you manage that?
Actually, I always recommend the customer to do their own quarantine hunt, and then even corals or fishes. And then mostly here in our shop, we do the quarantine procedure like 14 days or
Okay.
10 days before we do this. We do sell the fish. So quarantine is very important on the having like this kind of hobby.
Okay. Okay, if I were to get a tank again, what are the basics I should know if I want to establish a small tank?
Okay, for the small tank, actually it's very easy because you need to have it first the tank. And then the second one is you need to have the salt water,
Yeah.
and then the filtration in it, and then also the light before you're gonna have the fish and corals.
Okay. Let me take you back to the business point of view here. During the COVID time, how was it like? Was it challenging? What were the situations you were all facing here?
All of us, we do a lot of challenge in having like this pandemic issues.
Mm-hmm.
So first, like we have it like we managed to have it like online shop on that pandemic. So at
Okay.
least we do our sales. And then the good thing on this, we deliver even though it is livestock.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And just to ask you one more question regarding in the aquarium part, how do you deal with like the feeding of these corals and fish? How do you deal with that?
Feeding actually in the corals is not always. So you need to have manage it at least like 2 times in a week or just like 1 time in a week. It depends on the situation of the corals.
Okay.
Because actually through light, the corals they have already the food.
Photosynthesis,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. So now you need to add only like the potentials protein on them.
Can you show me the protein or what you feed them with?
Okay, I feed them like here. Normally we feed them like ordinary minerals, and then also I mix it with the reef
Okay.
and then we actually, and then this is for the fish, the marine brand over here.
Okay.
So that one is a pellet. They do have the zinking and also they do have the protein.
Okay. And taking you back to the issue of disease, I saw something like medic. What is this used for?
Oh, this kind of medication is good, even though it's like a reef tank.
Okay.
You know, medicating aquarium actually it's hard because they said for the ink, so it should
Yeah.
be without corals.
Yes.
But now because of this quality, no, reef safe medic, now you can have it only on the aquarium itself. So with the
Okay.
filtration on it, and then even if you have a corals, you can manage to do this, and then it's effective, and then it's in the market.
And you guarantee it's very safe?
Yes,
Because
of course.
I put it to you, for example, if I purchase, let's say, was it a rainbow chalice?
Mhm.
And you said it's 1,000 plus,
Mhm.
and I get this into the tank and it dies. Definitely, how do you expect me to feel about it?
Of course, you're gonna feel sad, but definitely for this one, I can assure you, this correct usage, the correct amount of this one, it will be good on your tank. It will not harm your tank with the corals.
Okay, that sounds good. But I see a lot of products here. Can you just tell me like what you do with what? And do you have like in other like in, let's say in terms of brand, do you have like a particular brand which you stick to, or brands that are like affiliated to BPK in terms of products?
Yeah, we do. Following brand, actually, this is the best we're using on the basis. So even though this one is the most the low one, this one is kind of good in the market. This one is for phosphate removal.
So something like this, how much is that, for example?
This one is 199.
And if I were to purchase this and put in the tank, how long does it take for me to replenish or to change?
You need to check first your phosphate level. So as long as your phosphate level is stable, so it will stay longer on the tank. So you always check it. There's now it's like they're having a lot now for chemical filtration.
Okay,
One kind is the protein skimmer.
okay. So, and when you said about cycling the tank, what are the steps involved?
In cycling a tank, of course, you need to put all the biological filtration. So which is the rocks,
Okay.
the filter socks, and then you need to put like if you the live bacteria on it, and then the stability or the microbacter to put on the tank. And
When you talk of live bacteria, what is that? Like, do you have sample, something you can show me?
actually, that one is like they call it like turbo start. Actually, at the moment, I don't have it stock.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have it here, the microbacter, which is to introduce a bacteria on the tank, and then stability.
Okay. That's nice. So if I were to get the tank today from you, you said I should take into consideration 3 filtration process, which is mechanical, chemical, and biological. And I will also have to get salt, get
Yes.
water. Apart of that, what else will I need? Test kits or something?
Yes, of course, you need to have it a test kit as well.
So the tank you showed me there, everything is involved,
Yes.
including the test kit.
Mhm.
I think guys we should get that one.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very cheap now. It's
Yeah,
on
let's-
promotion, huh?
Let's see. Let's go back to the tank and see what. And the lights too.
Yes.
So,
Good. So try now.
what's the discount I can get from? Yeah, come on.
Of course, I'm gonna give you 50% off.
Let me see. Let me see. You said it was 2.5, right?
Yes.
Guys, let's go to the counter.
Let's go.
Let's get to the counter and let's see if we can pay for this and get delivered to us. And how soon can it deliver be done?
Of course, we're gonna pay now.
Yes.
Or by tomorrow, we can deliver.
So you said you're giving me 50% discount?
Yes, for you. for newbie.
Okay, let's see what we have.
So they'll be shipping directly from
And then
from
we'll
Australia.
show you.
It's a full container.
Make invoice on that and everything.
Okay. Place for the container.
Okay, let me grab
With everything, one set for the bank is 2,500. And I'm gonna give you like 50% off on the livestock.
Yes, I make livestock as
Yeah.
well. So, but after the cycling, it definitely takes some time for me to introduce
Mhm,
something at a time,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, I've seen it right now.
Let me just go there.
Okay, so because I see all you
Okay, you can stand.
So, how much am I paying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I,
I don't know whether it comes back.
Yeah.
Whether they go to how they can send you later. Maybe lectures.
it's not
So
very
just
nice.
that you know, like this.
Why is it not getting it?
Right.
You got?
Alright.
Done? Okay. Awesome. So finally we got a tank in BPK. We got a small tank, and thanks to one of the oldest staff in BPK, who is no other person than Grace, we'll have to go into this hobby and learn more and keep talking about it as days goes by. It will be I don't know how complex is it. Is it a difficult thing? Because I've heard some people say it's a little bit complex.
It's not difficult if you do also like if you're gonna love it, and then
Okay.
also if you're gonna they consider that you want this hobby.
Okay.
So of course we're here at BPK, so we can help you with these things.
And how soon can I get this tank delivered?
By tomorrow we can do the delivery.
Okay, tomorrow is Monday. It's okay, right? Tomorrow is Monday. We can have this tank in the water and everything. And are you going to put for us also tomorrow?
Not now.
So how soon do we expect to start seeing things in the tank?
Once your tank is like cycle,
Which is like how long the cycling process?
maybe like for now, let's say like 1 week, and then we're gonna test your water parameters, which is we're gonna test the ammonia, nitrate, nitrite.
Okay.
So after that one is like become 0, and then you can start with
What
the,
test kits are you going to do? Can you show me?
Okay, I'm gonna give you this test kit. We're using this.
What's your best brand when it comes to testing?
We have the Marine brand over
Okay.
there, and then we have also the Salivate.
So you go with Marine and Salivate. And what's the difference between these two?
Actually, normally in this one, it's like an easy, according to Salivate, it's easy to do testing on it because
Okay.
that one is like a bicolor, and even on the Fauna Marine, it's the same thing as well. So I'm doing like a testing on the water. You need to match only the color on it. So there's a level, so there's an instruction on it, and it's easy to do it.
Hopefully with time we are going to get this tank and make it something to come. How long do you think one can get something like this? Like say whose tank was this again?
That is filling time.
Delay tank. How okay, let me see. Okay, let me not go to something more to very let's go with this alone. How long can I get this?
This tank, it's been now 2 years already.
Okay. So going back with the lighting, does the lighting definitely plays a vital role, right, in the globe? So what brand of light are you going to be giving me?
The Aquatic brand.
Oh, awesome. Wow, that's good news. And let's see, let's have a the taste of BPK's products. So now when it comes to glass, tank glasses, quality is that it doesn't matter.
For me, it doesn't matter as long as it's crystal. But the thing is, like, in the freshwater tank, you have, like, the acrylic level. So that one, I'm prepared to have the crystal glass for a marine one.
Okay. And the fish, let me see what fishes you have. So what do you have in stock?
Yes, we have it here, the Latin angel fish.
Okay.
This one is a kind of an angel.
Okay.
And then we do have also the surgeon fish, which is they call it like a scopas tank. And then
Okay.
this scopas tank actually it's a good algae.
Wow.
Yes. So, and then we do have also like the emperor angel fish, which is the beautiful one over there.
Okay.
So, it's a kind of an angel. And then this one, they call it like a yellow coal island.
Okay.
It's a wonderful surgeon fish.
Okay. So where did you get this fish from?
Actually, this is a Kenya shipment.
Kenya shipment. No, this one is good. So apart from Kenya, where other countries do you import?
We do in our country, Philippines.
Okay.
Also,
Sounds good.
yeah, we do. We get it from Hawaii sometimes,
Okay.
and then also Sri Lanka,
Wow.
and then Indonesia.
Okay. I see something on this spot on the fish body here, like a fin, rod or something. How do you do a restoration like that?
Yeah, that one actually they do have like see
You
this
can
one.
see, yeah, you can see the body
Yeah.
here.
This one is under quarantine time, so
Okay.
it means like we're doing a medication on it already.
Okay.
As you see, that one is called it like a vibrio. Now I'm trying to
So you
medicate.
call that Vibrio?
Yeah,
That's a
vibrio.
disease.
Disease, yeah.
Okay, sounds
So
good.
I'm trying to medicate him like antibiotics, which
Okay.
is I'm giving the medication in the food.
Mhm.
So actually it's not eating. And then what I do is like I forcefully feed them to have it like it can boost their immune system to have their antibiotics inside the body.
Okay.
And then now I'll see outside we're doing it like on the antibiotic also, which is the you can give them like Furan.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a lot of actually it's a lot of medication to do in the fish. It's like also
Yeah.
a
To keep,
woman,
yeah, to keep them alive and
yeah,
keep
to
them
keep
going.
it on. Mhm.
Wow. But in terms of lighting, does fishes like to play a big role for fishes like it does with corals?
For the fish, actually the normal light is okay for them. Like I know because we keep feeding them like normal food like the mysis, seaweeds, that one. But the corals they need light normally with the parameter like that because it's they need to have that's their food.
Yeah. Talking about lighting, what are your best lighting you can offer at the moment?
At the moment, I can suggest is the Aquatic rod, which is and the good thing on it is a generation 6 now.
Wow.
Before it goes on as a 1, and now they have it like an advance.
Is it the same you're using yet? Sorry, is it the same you're using yet?
This one is a generation 5, and now it's available. Generation 6.
Wow, I saw a good structure here. I saw this good structure here. This structure. Who's behind this lady?
Oh, this one is my colleague also, King.
King.
He's the one who do the
Is he
aquascaping.
around now?
He's not around, he's in our project. So
Okay.
actually, he do the aquascaping very nice, and then
Yeah,
also
it's
the
nice.
shape, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
very
It's
good.
more like a simple structure, and I actually like a lot of the setup. So that said, like, how long does it take for this to be after getting this done? How long does it take for you to introduce it to your tank?
You need to run it first, like in a month. But this one is already been run, so
Okay.
it means it's gonna be it takes time to become a live one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be this
so
one.
when you say live one, I don't get it. Like when you put it into the tank, I take it like now it's there.
Yes,
So when you put it into the tank, it becomes live.
yes, because of the like cycle process.
Okay, here we have Oliver, who is one of the oldest staffs too. And like I said earlier, all BPK staff, they are quite knowledgeable and even experienced, they have it all. So one thing I would like to ask now, Mr. Oliver, is if you were to compare like aquarium 5 or 6 years and aquarium today based on your study and everything, what will you tell me?
That's a very good question, by the way. The striking thing that I will tell you is that before, we're talking 6 years or 5 years now, we're talking about traditional method versus modern methods. Now, the traditional methods, of course, over the years, when the hobby just started, 5 years is a little bit too soon.
Yes,
That's
yes.
the minimum
You're right,
comparison we can talk about. So,
Mhm.
a lot of traditional methods we use, like let's take for instance when we're talking about pH and alkalinity and all the rest. Many people came up with little bit tricks here and there, like
When you say tricks, is it
when-
like dosing manually or
dosing
something?
manually,
Okay.
dosing manually.
Okay.
Because one, for instance, like pH has been one of the major concerns in the hobby for the past
Okay.
year, like
Okay.
how to keep it at a high level, how
Yeah.
to keep it at optimal level.
And
People
how,
came
to,
up
and how to keep it like
Yeah.
not fluctuating.
not fluctuating.
Yes.
People came up with a lot of little tricks like dosing vinegar, doing vodka, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Those are the traditional methods. But nowadays, jumping into 2023 or into this 5 years backward,
Yes.
we have a lot of equipment that are coming into the market.
Like
One of the equipments, one of the brands that has been very, very good in the market so far is the Focustronic Solartronic.
okay.
And they have come up with a wide range of equipments. And I'm going to present you one of the latest equipment on the market, which is the Aquatronic.
Okay.
Now, what is the Aquatronic? Aquatronic basically is one of the major equipment that tests only alkalinity, that's the pH level in the water.
Okay.
When we talk about pH level here, we're talking about the hardness of the water.
Okay. That
Now,
sounds good.
And alkalinity, just like pH, has been one of the major concerns of many hobbies over the years,
Okay.
like keeping it at an optimal range without having so much fluctuations.
Okay.
So, Focustronic Alcatronic developed this equipment to help hobbies keep a very good range of alkalinity into the tank.
Okay.
And now, let's talk about the setting up or technicality about the Alcatronic.
Whoa, that's going to be a big school for me, but go ahead, I'm all ears.
Well, we are all learners. That's a good thing. This hobby is so fast that you cannot grab
actually
everything on the go. So, Alcatronic comes with,
this way?
yeah. This is how it looks like from inside.
Come this way, so we can see how it looks like. These are just the basics, I believe.
These are just we just talk about the basics. So,
Okay.
yeah, just for starters. So it comes with four main channels, as you can see here.
Okay.
Now you have two that are meant for dosing and two that are meant for testing.
Okay.
And of course, here you have the testing kit, the
Okay.
testing tube. What does it do? It tests the water. It gives you a live testing
Okay.
of the water. After testing and determining the range of the hardness of the water or the pH level in the water at that particular moment,
Okay.
then it instructs the machine to dose more alkalinity in case you have a low range of alkalinity into
Wow.
the tank. And into the
So it has something like a brain
it has something like a
that
brain.
detects when it's low and I need to replenish.
Exactly.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it has that brain, it has that capacity, and like I said, it is an awesome machine, and it deals only with alkalinity.
So we don't have anything that can do the same for magnesium and calcium.
We have a machine from the same brand still
Okay.
that can dose for calcium and magnesium,
And it plays with does the same magic of checking and replenishing.
testing and replenishing.
Okay.
Testing and
Sounds good.
replenishing.
Okay.
So here you have the hidden part where the magic happens. That's the mechanical part. Then over here, that's another part where you have the tubings.
Wow.
Where you have to connect the tubings from the machine directly into the sump.
Okay.
The sump is where the water, where most of the filtration happens.
Yeah.
For a tank, a big size tank. So the tubings connected from here goes directly into the tank,
Okay.
where the machine is able to test the water and dose the reagent at the same time. After, of course, reading the range. But that's not all. The good thing with this also is that it comes with an application.
Wow, it's software.
It's software application. So you can control the app. You can have a reading of the KH level being anywhere into the world because it is Wi-Fi connected, and of course you can do anything from wherever you are. So really a good machine.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Oliver, for the explanation. What about this chiller by the side? Then? Does it play an important role in an aquarium? There?
Of course, the chiller plays an important role in that aquarium. Why? Because over the years, it has been very difficult for hobbies to keep a very good temperature. Because temperature, just like other elements, play a vital role into the hobby, and maintaining the tank and the livestock, let's say in good health and the life. So the chiller was designed to keep the aquarium in a very appropriate temperature. And when we talk about temperatures here in the aquarium, we're talking about 23 to 26 degrees.
Okay.
23 to 26 degrees, depending on the season, of course. Like in winter, summer, you have to play with with temperature levels, and that is the chiller. The chiller connected to the tank gives you less headache. Like you don't have to run every time to take.
So what about the temperature? It just keeps it moderate.
Yeah.
So
Just do the setting. You do the setting, the range at which you want. That means if it fluctuates, or if it fluctuates, you know that you are still within that range. 23 to 26 maximum as
since I'm planning to get a tank and we already paid for and it will be delivered, what would be your, in few words, what would be your advice to me, like
in
a
few
beginner?
words, the key word is patience. First thing, patience. Because a lot of hobbies think that when they look at a tank, they see how beautiful it is. They think that they can have it on the go, like in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months. No, the key is really a lot of patience. Why? Why patience? Because, like I said, people tend to think that they can have everything at once. Meanwhile, there are stages that you have to respect. From cycling to starting adding livestock, and when adding livestock, you want to consider which livestock are you adding. Why are you adding the livestock?
I don't know
that comes
if I'll be asking for too much, but can you just break down cycling for me?
Cycling. When we talk about cycling, we're talking about the nitrification process.
Okay.
Nitrification process here, we start with nitrate. Nitrate, one of the important element, not the most important, but the nitrification cycle starting with nitrate means that we are trying to build what they call the biome. The biome is the organical, or let's say the life environment of the fish. That is what we are trying to build. Developing the beneficial bacteria in the tank to permit the fish and the corals to feel comfortable just as if they were in the wild. In the wild. That is what we call the nitrification cycle. So that means you have to build the water. You have to let the water to mature enough to build the beneficial bacteria. Because let's not be mistaken, there are beneficial bacteria and there are some bacteria that are not good, both for the fish and for the corals. So that period, and I believe we talked about it with my colleague Ms. Grace, that period ranges. The minimum period is 2 to 6 weeks. Okay, 2 to 6 weeks.
And I like that fast.
That fast.
And how do you achieve the 2 weeks time bound?
2 weeks time. I like to tell clients that the 2 weeks time is a minimum. It's really minimum. And why minimum? Because it depends on how you cycle the tank. Okay. Some people cycle the tank, as we were talking about filtration and all the equipment. We have the traditional methods and we have the modern methods. But someone relying basically on the traditional methods, there are some advantages and there are some disadvantages. Okay. The modern method as well has its own disadvantages and has its own advantages. So those are two things. But at the end of the day, we're talking about time lapse. If, for instance, you are using a stronger bacteria, because there are different types of bacteria, some have the reputation of being very strong, and they can help break down the nitrification cycle to really short period of time. Wow. And some take a little bit of the time, depending on which product you use.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Oliver, for the in-depth explanation. Thank you for the explanation. Yep, okay, Mr. Oliver, thank you very much for that explanation. And I know the camera will be like, whoa, you have some cat stuff. Yeah, it's like you're trying to expand to pets or what?
Actually, we're not trying to expand. The expansion it's for a while now. Yeah, when the shop was expanding, because as I believe Grace have told you about how the history of the shop. The expansion came along with this pet corner. Where we don't have pets. The only pets that we have, as you know, is the fish and the corals. But this section deals mainly with pet food, pet care products, and some treats, notably cats and dogs. Unfortunately, we don't deal in other products, but we do have some clients who come sometimes, and they're like, we have birds, we have rabbits, but sometimes, once in a while, at the street, over here, just a quick presentation. Over here, we have dog food, mainly for dog. We try to bring in for all the breeds. Then in that section we have mostly for cats, cat food. Then over here you have some treats. Over there we have some products. So we do have once in a while we do bring some complementary products like rabbit food or leaders and all the rest of that. Some clients don't have to go so far to check for the product. So once in a while, for the lucky ones, we do have some products, some extra products apart from cats and from products.
What a nice cake you have here too. It's very beautiful. Can you? It's actually very, very beautiful.
That is one of.
I wish I could pay for a bigger tank and have this secret in it, but it's okay. It's a gradual step, like you said. We're going to climb the ladder.
Yeah, definitely.
We get there someday.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Oliver. Thank you for everything, and I think we'll be wrapping now.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
So that's it for today. It was a nice time. I must confess, we have learned. In fact, someone like me, I believe I have. If I should able to brainstorm what you have given me today, knowledge-wise, I must confess it's just too much for a day. Let me go get some rest and see how I can digest that slowly, and with the tank, we'll see how to put that into practice.
I hope that you're going to enjoy the journey.
No, definitely I should, definitely. It's actually beautiful in here. You can see for yourself. Everything looks wow. I've been into other shops, but nothing like this.
Thank you.
The type, the variety of corals that you have, it's really unique on its own. You will hardly find them elsewhere. That is the reason why I was asking Grace, where do you ship in? Yeah, because they actually, I was more amazed when she told me that you do like aquaculture. Is that what you said? Yeah, like you try to make them grow in the farm. You have the farm. Hopefully next time we'll be visiting your farm to see how it's happening there too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oliver.
Thank you.
So I think today we can round up with our visit. It was an awesome. Believe me, Grace, I must say I'm very, very happy. It was really wonderful to be here today. And guys, always remember to click the subscribe button so that each time we drop the content, you'll be notified. Thank you very much. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you so much.